Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. So, this trip was medical, wasn't it? That's the next problem. Medical. So we need a hospital. Electra's not a big one, is it? Cherno is. So we'll go down to Cherno. RV on the hospital down there. Can we get green? That'll work. Give that to me. There we are. Okay. Off to the hospital we go. We needed medical supplies. That's what we need. Oh, it's a famous DayZ fence. The ones you can't climb. See, real world, you just step over that. Certainly not. Hi, Merv. Thank you, that's appreciated, Merv. Oh, why is that not playing? There we go. Very cold, Chinaris. Merv. Oh, that's amazing, mate. Thank you. Wow. Has it calmed down now? Thanks, buddy. That's so appreciated. It's like a goblin Christmas. So we're off to medical today. That's what the idea is. We need medical supplies for base because we're always catching a cold. I blame the server owner. And we're off looking for general supplies. We need a code lock, obviously. We need a box of nails. Could do with some money. But if we can get medical supplies, we can then start planning a trip further up the map. Because we could do with replacing clothing, getting a better rucksack and things. Arguably, we need to get ourselves a 308 rifle and go bear hunting to make money. But we'll make do with what we've got. And that was amazing of Merv. Drop in, gifted 5 memberships. That's just out of this world. So the trip today, or the beginning of this trip is, where are we? We are over here somewhere. In the woods. Oh, we're there. Okay. So we're pushing down to Cherno Hospital. Why is it over there of all places? I put the RV down here, didn't I? You mad, mad goblin. Where is it? The big hospital. Maybe it is Electro we were going. Might just been a hospital. That looks like a hospital. No, that's a fountain. Just been a mad goblin. Is it Electro that we want to go to? Probably. Knowing me. Just been a stupid goblin. Fire station, yeah. Big hospital building. So we need meds. So try again. Go that way. See, I got completely waylaid. But we're pretty clear to pick up loot, which is useful. And we need to search the industrial zones as well. Obviously patrolling with the AK. But we've got a lovely over and under 12 gauge. Should we need it. Loaded with rifle shot. So for an animal, go for the over and under. I like a nice over and under shotgun. I used to own one years ago, growing up. My first gun was a... Well, actually, no, my first gun was a 2.2 air rifle. But my first real gun was a over and under Browning. Okay, Dad had a side-by-side Beretta. I had an over and under Browning. Or the other way around. I had a Beretta. Bought for me one Christmas. Used to go out Boxing Day shooting every year. And throughout the whole of winter. We owned some land and we bred pheasants on that land. And then we'd go and shoot them on Boxing Day. And then eat them. Or sell the ones that were left to the butcher so the butcher could sell them so they could be eaten. Yes, it was sport, but at the same time we'd eat some and the rest would be sold to make some additional money. We kept gun dogs, or retrievers, spaniels, English Springers. So we need, obviously, if we find a barrel, I would be tempted to walk the barrel home, even though that would be a complete nightmare, just because it would be storage. But nails would be good. Nails and a code lock would solve our problems, because another box of nails and one code lock, we can get our third code lock in. And then we're starting to get ready for making sure you've got the gaps and putting the anti-raid walls in. At the moment, we're not got the anti-raid walls in. Just working on straight code locks. Oh, awesome. Overgrown grass on a road. Perfect. That's how it should be. "12 years after the outbreak." Love it. Now that's little things like that are the part of this mod which I like. We could get some fishing in, you know. We've only got one knife on us. We left a good knife at home for emergencies, didn't we? Yeah, we won't get some fishing in. I'm surprised there's not a base under there. We'll go and check the cannibal house. The reason I call it the cannibal house is 4 years ago, I was playing this server and there was a cannibal clan that lived in that house. We had to raid them to move them on. Our boots are not ruined yet, they soon will be. This is probably worth searching. There's a little med centre here, if I remember rightly. Got one cleaning kid at home. Oh, we're too high up. That's annoying. Gonna have to fight her. God for that. That was nearly a massively nightmarish moment. Feels like this place has been done recently. But this is a Goblin server, so a lack of loot is pretty standard. Bug. Military, last thing we wanted. Okay, so we'll push on down. So this is my second stream today. There will be a third, so we'll do this one and then we'll stop with some food and then we'll come back on this evening for this evening stream. Well, while we're going to hospital, we need to get some proper meds. Rinsed of loot, isn't it? One hat. Thank you. Massive. Need some rags to replace the ones we just used up. But getting a bandage is big. Second bandage, again massive. Actually, it's tempting to actually take the first aid kit to keep the kit in. I'd say that place is pretty much clear. Down to Electra we go. Gonna need a fire soon. Oh, another fence that we probably won't be able to climb. Oh, I take it back. We stupidly didn't bring any food with us for this trip, but we did bring a fishing rod, so... But we don't have a spare knife. We should have turned those bones into knives that we had in base. That was really foolish of me. Really foolish. But that's life. We will make some mistakes here and there. Right, where are we? We are... Yeah, coming into the top of Electra, which is good. So, every shed... I would say every house, but we never search every house, but certainly every shed needs searching. That we remember. And the aim is to get to the hospital, get some bandages and extract. But if we find money, we find nails, we find a code lock, we're doing well. And then we can go home and we can build another storage crate. We can do it anyway, we've got the nails to do it now. But I'd like to make sure we keep enough nails for the next box, if that makes sense. So 30, 60, however many panels it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 panels. 120, so you need 120 nails for the next panel. So as soon as you find a code lock, we're ready to go. And then anything above that can be used for storage. Could also find some food. I don't really want to fight zombies because we don't have a knife. You see a sickle in my hand, but it's like badly damaged, so we'll need that to light a fire, but we don't have any matches. Okay, this is a problem. How far is home? 2.5k. We need the storage. It's a long walk. Really long walk. But it would sort out a lot of our storage problems. I think we're going to have to do it, unfortunately. Longest walk in NATO. We've got a roughly straight line. Yeah, through the woods. That's useful. We can move building tools into their own barrel. Come on, game. No auto run on here. So, W pressed, we advance. Hi, John. Yes, he has. And we've just found a Hello Kitty, I'm cool as fuck tin. We'll take, or whatever it is that we're walking home. Second stream of the day. I streamed this morning. I did 2.5 hours this morning, so we built the more of the base. We're now walking this home because we need the storage. So I'm 2 code locks into the base now, which is good. Yeah, Merv did some handing out of presents. So we'll be streaming till about 6 o'clock. Then I'm going to have some food, and then I'll come back on about 7 o'clock tonight to continue streaming. Now the server's finished, I can get on and game it, basically. I've got some more hidden caches to put in, but I can do that in slow time. But yeah, at least this walk is direct. There's no villages in the way. And yes, it will be boring, but hey, it gets us our 3rd barrel. We've got a cooking barrel then, and we've got 2 storage barrels. We'll turn this monstrosity into the building barrel. Yes, it is. Help for Heroes' event is on Sunday. From about 5 PM till about 10 PM roughly. I'll get some more details together and let you have them. But I'll put something in the Discord to explain to everybody that I'm doing it. And a link for the charity link that's been run for it. Basically, Holly's trying to raise 5 grand for Help for Heroes. So rather than individual people having their own links, it would make more sense to just give her link out. Oh, it's going to be a long walk, this one, isn't it? But it's either this or we make wooden shit. And we did manage to get 2 bandages. And some painkillers. So, all in all, I'd say we've done alright. I just wish we didn't have to walk so far. But I've had no more barrels spawn in the village. So this is the way we have to move them. This is the way we have to move them. How are you, John? You okay? So this next sort of 20 minutes will be boring. Let's be honest. Yeah, walking barrels is a bitch. I've seen Cookie do it from... So our base obviously is here. Cookie found a barrel up here on an active PvP server with like 70 people on, and he walked it home when it was full of people. There was auto run on there, or auto walk when you got a barrel, but still, he pressed the button and he guided himself home because we needed the storage. When we get to 1800 meters, I reckon we need a fire. Hopefully we can get 2 bits of bark off that broken sickle we've got. Otherwise we're not having a fire. Yeah, we could have a fire if we've got rags on us. Yeah, I do. But I've got food in base as well. I didn't bring it out with me. I've got emergency MREs in base. I'm just relying on getting to the point of really needing a fire. Let's cover some ground to start with. Actually, it's stopped snowing heavily. Maybe it hasn't. If the fire won't lit, I can't risk lighting a fire in this. Because I need to use this as a storage barrel, not a bloody fire barrel. It could be. We've upgraded our rucksack as well. Bugger. I think we came at the wrong point and they've skedaddled. Yeah, if we could have shot that, we could have then used the bones to make a knife. The bimble continues. Bloody awful weather. The stupid thing is I've got bones in camp. I just didn't think about turning them into a knife. Foolish goblin. Foolish. Where's our nearest house? There. Do we have an RV that we can move? A mini RV? Yeah, we do. That's where we'll have the fire. There's a well there as well. So. And our water bottle's got hydrating drink in it, so at least we can get something out of it. What we would call a screech in the military terms, because when you try and drink it, it makes you want to screech. Horrible stuff. Though the stuff they have now, the cola, tastes nothing like cola. What's in there? Anything nice? Anything nice? Actually, now we've got the storage. That is something nice, isn't it? I wouldn't normally care, but we've got the storage to have it now. We sold our shotgun and rifle earlier. Picked up the better shotgun. Sold some rubbish. Threw away some pistols we couldn't sell. Eldorado cheap wine screech. Yes. I don't drink wine, but I get what you're saying. Don't really need it because I've got a pristine one at camp thanks to a lump of fat and a dead goat or dead sheep or dead pig probably. There's a chance on Christmas Day that Rudolph's friend, the goat with the glowing eyes, might turn up for the day. Just or for Christmas week. You know, he might have his friends over. Just so you're aware. Yeah. Because I didn't put them in Trader, and I won't be putting them in Trader either. So John, when I did the launch thing, I said the Trader does not buy every items. every item. It's up to individual players to work out what they will buy and sell. That's been on purpose. I want, because if I put a whole, if I say the trader buys everything, then I just get lots of, oh, it won't buy this item. If I say publicise a list of what it won't sell, people won't pick it up. I want people going to the trader and going, oh fuck, that's an item that I can't sell. What am I going to do with it? Can I use it? No, I can't. Okay, I'll throw it away. I want people learning, because not every, so how do I see it? So not every store in the world buys and sells every item. Now that doesn't mean over time the trader might buy and sell a few more items. Yes, devious goblin. Or there might be a second trader might appear on the map that buys and sells items. At the other side of the map, maybe, just in a hut, just a one-off person. That could happen. Just one like little hut with a 2 meter like safe zone around it, or 10, 15 meter, with one guy in there that buys and sells a few items. That could happen. So I don't need to add any more mods to do that. And I'd quite like to have another trader that every few days moved location. The trouble is, I can't risk people building a base around him, so I've got to be a little bit careful with it. I'd love to have roaming trader, but you have to have like circles that people can't build in. And then they want to know why. So you end up with lots of tickets. Oh, is there events here? No, it's where the trader goes. Oh, I'll build a base nearby then. You know? Why has the trader never been there when I've logged in? Because he moves on a cycle every hour. Yeah, but I want him next to me. But yeah, devious goblin is a fair way of putting it. I've got logs running this time to see what players are buying and selling. And then at certain times, prices will change based upon, I have to change them manually, but based upon what people have bought and sold. So if people have been selling a lot of AK-74s to the trader, he's going to start offering less for them. Because arguably he's got a lot of them in stock, even though he doesn't sell it. Whereas if people and items that haven't been sold to him might go up in value for him to buy, to encourage players to go that, you know, at the moment he'll pay X amount for a bear skin clothing. Once he's had a few bits of clothing, that price might drop, but wolf pelts might go up, or he might decide to pay a premium for fox pelts because they're devious little things. But it's me controlling it rather than the game. If we ran expansion market, it will do it for you. But I don't like expansion market. It's a lot hard. No, I love expansion market. It just takes hours to set up and get working. Whereas the marketplace we're using, the trader mod we're using, is easy to set up and run. So it's easier to go with something that I know how to get up and running. But I'd much prefer to have expansion market on here and just have, I set a price. Basically I say the trader has 100 of this item, this is how much he pays, this is the minimum he pays, and the mod works out the rest for you and starts dropping the price until he's got nothing left. And then if you sell items to him, he has those items for sale, and you can start the trader off with nothing in stock, and then as you sell items to him, his stock levels come up, and then he can sell those items back to others. It's quite clever. So you get that side of it, but you literally need a degree in computers to work out how to make it all work. Right, we're nearly halfway home. We've done pretty good. We'll soon be back. We're going to have a fire up here. Because there should be something we can light a fire inside, or maybe not. I thought there was a well here. You stupid goblin. Ah, there used to be a well here. But this will do for a fire. Ooh. Ooh. It's a barrel, isn't it? Okay, no problem. Got to check now the rest of it and see if there's anything more up here. I think that's it. That'll do. No, it will do if I put the rags away, won't it? Yep, I know you've got a cold, mate. One piece of bark. Luckily, we have a rag. Where did the other one go? Oh, inside there. Inside there. I've had a cold inside it. I'm going to have to take it off, aren't I? Unfortunately. I don't know if you can purify it once it's wrung out. Yes, I can disinfect it. Excellent. Let's get some plus symbols and then carry on the walk home. Do with 2 plus symbols, maybe 3. A bit of a bimble. Walking a barrel home is no easy task. Right, that's all we're going to have then. Hi, Chuckles. Right, while we're here, we will check the castle for bases and weapons. And food. Welcome back, John. Yeah, I know you got a cold, mate. But you know, don't no longer have a knife, so if we die, we die. We should make it home first, though. I was going to build at this castle. I have had a base here before, a long time ago. But I quite like the shed build. I love a castle build. But sometimes it's nice to do other things. The castle build is not easy, but I know it. I know what I would do. And I haven't done the shed build since I first started playing DayZ. So going back to it is nice. And we've got an airlock now with 2 code locks in. Which is good. Rog. Shotgun's lovely shotgun. Over and under. Beautiful shotgun. Missing the lottery wheel. That's never coming back. It was a learning phase. You've got Rudolph. What more do you need? Yeah, I know you've got a cold, mate. You've also got a barrel. A pet barrel. Our very own barrel. When we get home, we've got food. Hi, Sarah's dad. Unless you're looking at it from the other end. Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point. Not the best shotgun then. But we do have a pet barrel. So Chuckles, when I was but a young goblin, for my 12th birthday, my dad bought me an over and under. And I forget, it's a long time ago. He had a side-by-side, either Browning or Beretta. And I had the under and over, either Browning or Beretta. We had one of each. Roll out the barrel. It would be so much easier if I could just put the barrel on the floor and roll it home. But we've only got... We're halfway home on the walk. Though, arguably, because halfway home we found a second barrel... and we're walking that barrel back because it's camouflage, not Hello Kitty, does it mean I've only had to walk half the distance? 850 metres to go. We need the storage. That's the problem. Found a box of nails earlier, guys, on the map. Yet to find any code locks. I've had to buy all my code locks. But this will be, I think this will be our weapons barrel on reflection. Because we've got an ammo container. So we can move weapons into this. Which will leave the other barrel to work as our toolbox. And then we need another barrel for food and meds. And we're pretty much sorted. I'm not coming back and getting the Hello Kitty barrel today. And then obviously we'll then need a barrel for pelts and shit like that. Yeah. You should have carried one in either hand, John. No, you can't. We can't dual wield. Though, if they wanted to put the mechanic in where you could break your arm, like you break your leg, and then you'd only be able to use pistols until your arm healed. And I wish they had. I wish that mechanic was in, because then you could shoot people, hit their arm, and they can't use a rifle anymore. So it would force players to carry pistols. They don't live forever. Nothing does in DayZ. It will all have a timer. On here, it's... I'd have to check it for you, but under a flag it will live as long as the flag's up. Outside of the flag, it will live for whatever the vanilla time is, because I've not changed it. Those items I'm finding all the time. Hammers, saws, hatchets, everywhere. Sharpening stones, not a lot, but I found them. Boxes of nails I'm finding. But code locks are a exclusive thing. But, find 14 grand, you can go and buy 2 code locks or a code lock and a box of nails. And also, you can always put your flag up where you want your base to be, because it preserves the territory for yourself. And then you can bury stashes near it if you want to. Or you can bury stashes anywhere, but it gives you an option. Ah, nearly home. Nearly been 450 metres. But you can see why I had to change the prices of things. I had no choice. If money's spawning in that sort of level, I had to change how much code locks and nails cost. A stack like that, that's two boxes of nails now, or 2 code locks. It was either that or take the money out, but actually leaving the money in makes sense because it forces players to think about running to trader. If you've got a player that doesn't naturally do traders and suddenly they find 14, 15 grand, they're going to run to a trader. You can live in a police station if you want to. Lots of rooms. You could live on the 3rd floor. You could airlock off the bottom 2 floors. Plenty of chance of getting spawns of weapons. Good oversight. Just make sure you can't be raided from a building next door. That's a downside. You live in a police station in like Cherno and people can jump in from the wall next door or the roof next door. They find a way onto it. Ah, the exclusive fence with a barrel problem. Drop the barrel this side, climb over the fence, pick the barrel up. Because you can't climb over fences in DayZ. Look at it. It's like a 20-foot tall wall. Right, power of the open field, protect. Gonna need another fire when we get home. Luckily, we've got an emergency knife at home. No matches, haven't found any matches yet. Obviously there's no lighters, because I took all lighters out of the game. But I probably need to go down to the coast and search the coast. Yeah, I never thought of that. I always place it down, climb over, pick it up. I think we always do what we always do, and whatever route you take, it's like Fire has this thing about not eating food until he's like flashing red, because he believes that the food goes down slower in yellow than it does in white, or something like that. Whereas I'm of the mindset that as soon as I get food, I eat till I'm full. So if there's a problem, I don't have to suddenly go, oh shit, I'm starving. So I always eat to, but everyone's different. What works for you works for you. I prefer to have a full stomach as often as possible. I see the Union flag. Look at it looking at me, beckoning, beckoning. Yeah. You use some energy carrying barrels on a Goblin server, don't you? When you look at your sleep bar. When I started off a hour and 10 minutes ago, that sleep bar was 100%. We'll try your method today. We'll try some throwing. Nah. We won't. I thought I put... Oh, it's on my back, that stupid crossbow. Okay. I've kept the shots. I'm never going to take the crossbow out on the ground, but maybe when I'm clearing the local village, I'll use it for village clearance. Do not be a barrel inside my little shed. If there's a barrel inside my little shed, I'll be an unhappy goblin. Not on my server, it won't. In vanilla, it won't, but on some servers, they allow that to happen. On some servers, you can add straps to it and carry it on your back like a rucksack. Home sweet home. Right, weapons out of here. Ropes, that's base building. Spare rucksack. Let's make some knives. That's how I see it, John, but everyone's different. And also, if you come under fire on a PvP server and you're flashing red, you can't move so quickly. Right, we need some logs because we need a fire before we do anything else. Oh, come on. Oh, it's doing that, isn't it? There we go. Exactly. Highland Goblin. Are you calling me a tosser? That's a fire lit. That's good. Put the axe away. Now we need to work out that one. I need to leave one bandage behind and half our painkillers. Do any more 12 gauge ammo? No, but we'll take that with us for the next trip. How many stacks? We've got 2 in there, so let's merge those. Get them done. A what now? That's new. What's new? We can take one bandage with us. That away. Good, that still works. Oh, we need some food. Food. There we go. We'll have a chocolate energy bar. Don't like the fact that it's blue. Worrying. Let's get some heat up. Probably won't be able to get any sleep out of this now, will we? A little bit. Blueberry flavoured. Okay. That's what we'll go with then. Best chance of fighting the cold though, isn't it? Do we need to repair our footwear yet? Nope. So, what's next? As much as I'd like to go and pick up the Hello Kitty barrel because we could put clothing into it, I don't really want to do that walk again. Nah. I think we should hit the industrial, which is there. We should do that industrial, we should do there, there and there and see if we get any nails out of it. Or code locks. That would make the most sense. Then maybe down to that one. So there, there, there. So start off there maybe. No, we've done that one already today. So there, then there. Down through the sheds here. And then down to that industrial, then home. Maybe along the beach a little bit. So we'll take with us some emergency cheese and some hot sauce. Might as well take all of it as emergency now and burn that one. And a can of Coke. So that's emergency food with us. That's ready to go. We've got a couple of knives. Got the shotgun and the AK. Let's go for it. As I said, we're streaming till about 6 o'clock. Then I'll take a break for food. It will just be a natural ending at around 6. Yeah, had that Game of Thrones vibe. And then we'll... fucking sneezums. And then after food, do not be a barrel right here. Do not. And then after food, we shall come back on and continue. I can't be bothered to fight Zeds today. I hear you, Mr. Sheep. Is that a shotgun on my back, is it? Yeah. I didn't bring out that crossbow like a fucking stupid goblin by mistake, did I? You have to check these things. Dinner. I need to find some multivits That's what I really need. Multivits and Tetra. I should really do a trader run and just buy the meds. And then I've got them in base, and whenever I come home I can take some multivits. Maybe next time we do a trader run to get rid of rubbish, weapon parts, we'll use the money to buy meds. And then if we get another barrel home, the barrel that we've got for building at the moment is meant to be a medical barrel, so we can put that next to the fire and actually have it as a medical barrel. Any barrel can have any item inside it on here. They're just labelled a certain way to make life easier for yourself. I have no idea about the unicorn one. That was part of the mod. And I put it in because I'm a weird goblin at times. In the same way that we've got Rudolph on here. We don't have to have Rudolph, but we choose to have Rudolph. Still got that fucking cold. It is a cold we've got, isn't it? I'm sure it'll tell me in here, probably. Oh, it just says sick, does it? Joy. Okay. Our levels are alright, though. The unicorn is Scotland's national animal. Okay, so it's in here for you, then. You and fire. Yeah? In my head, I have this idea that I'll have enough money to have a barrel filled with MREs. So every time I come home, I can just open an MRE. And as much as the MREs are like $300 each, they're well worth it. Just to carry food on you all the time. You can start to sort of stop carrying a fishing rod if you're taking MREs out with you. There's enough food in a pack to get you through a trip. Code lock, give me a code lock, give me a code lock, give me a code lock. Code lock. No. Bastard game. So it's been a good day so far. We got 2 subs this morning. We've had 5 memberships this afternoon. Been good. We're heading the right way again. I need to start streaming on weekends in the morning so I can pick up a different demographic. Because evenings UK time, of course, you arguably you pick up, you're fighting at the same time as everyone else is streaming. So you want to be aiming to be streaming at the point where probably the US is going to bed. Because there's a chance people will watch you. I always check these hats in case they've got hooks attached to them. Because there is a chance in the files. I haven't turned that off. I don't particularly want the hat. Shamag's good enough. But I'll take a quality hook. How's my footwear? Okay. I realise with what we've found, we've got no way of storing it. I do get that. Oh, a fence you can't climb. Take that. Take that. You've already... We've already done that today, so based upon how my loot works, it needs to go for a couple of restarts before it's probably worth hitting again. Because there's less loot than there is spots on the map. This is a good area to put a base in, because you can get each of the garages included in it. So similar to what I did. But you end up with a big compound. Yeah, we need the rags. Yeah, sewing kit's massive. We can probably start making them now because we're getting enough guts to make rope. And we've got bones to make hooks. But I need to keep this jacket. This jacket keeps me so much warmer. So, down the hill. Going to miss out that and just going to hit that industrial. Maybe we'll come through here and look through some of the sheds actually. Unfortunately, I think that's fortunate. And it's sort of camouflaged. It fits into this, it's because it's not a pure white server. It fits in fine. If it was a pure white snow, the Namowski type server, it wouldn't work. Now we're just going to check sheds. Sheds. Anything barrel code locky, basically. Having to tab because of the weather. So you don't see things on the ground so well. Or I don't. Really, it's industrial we want. Not found any duct tape yet, which is a bit annoying. Or putty. Putty would be so useful to repair my plate. I want to miss the Zeds because I don't need that hassle in my life at the moment. We might go and pick up a spare mat if there is one. Oh, it's a baby church. Might not have any. Bit of food, we'll take that. Fucking yes. 100% yes. We've got a scope that needs repairing. Interesting farm. Farms we like. So, farms and industrial, good for code locks. Even better. Well, not even better, but good still. Food. That's 40 nails right there. Duct disinfected steel. Good. Right, Goblin, gonna go for now. Be back later stream. Gonna sample your server again. Okay, John, no problem. I hear you, zombie. food. You are spoiling me today. No problem, Chuckles. Unfortunate. The other one's closer. No. I'll stay with the AK. I understand single shot 7.62 is brilliant, but fully auto 5.45 is probably going to save my life more. That can go now. We don't get a lot for those pelts. We're going to have to run the other barrel home anyway, whether we like it or not. So I want the food. Actually, bang, bang. That'll become a silencer. Buggery shit. Damn. Yes, zombies, I know you're with me. Yeah, let's get out of here. Chris ain't worth it. So, we didn't want to go there. We actually wanted to go there, because it's closer to home to walk the barrel back, and we're going to walk that other barrel back. We don't like it, but we picked up so much extra storage that, or extra items, we got no choice. So we'll move the 3Ks and then move it back a K, which is better than walking it back 2Ks. So we can run there, I think. Even if it is a bloody Hello Kitty one. Unless we find a barrel en route, in which case we'll walk that back if it's closer. because that will allow us then to have clothing separate, which, or maybe use it as a food and medical barrel, because we're getting to that point where we can store food, medical, fire lighting separate, which would make sense. Make life a lot easier. We'll need to do another run at some point to the trader and buy some more pliers, because we're finding a lot of wire. It's a nice way of getting the items we need. And then there's a massive patch for Stalker that came out today that I need to update. Like, massive, like the full size of the game patch for Stalker. Which probably will break my saves. But A-Life's coming back in, so it's worth downloading. So what I might do is, when we get to the barrel, potentially log out with the barrel in our hands, and then I'll go off and cook and have tea, and then I can come back on and do a stream, a longer stream. So we're going to have to walk the barrel home, cook, sort the base out, and then we need to push into a higher tier area because we need to go and get some better loot. Unfortunately, the nature of the beast. Or we need to push into low tier and use it to grab normal supplies. Grab some rifles to sell. Do need a fire. Should we go home and have a fire en route? We're so close to home. We wouldn't lose any health then. Choices, choices, choices. Do we push for that? Or do we just log off because we've done an hour, 2 hours, and then log off at the 2 hour point, go and have some food? That makes more sense. We'll keep running. 2 hour point, we'll log off. We'll go and have some food. Cook myself some chips and fish cakes. And use them what's left up in the freezer. Then I can do my food shop tomorrow because I never did it today. So I've got to go out tomorrow anyway. And then I can come back on later. So yeah, Stalker 2 updates brought A-Life back in, or the beginning of it, but it's like 130 gig update. That's a serious amount of patching they've done. Hats off to them. They certainly put the time in. God. A barrel would have been nice. On reflection, we should have built at this place, because we could have had the barn and the house in the same build. Hi, fire. Just about to stop, actually, to go and have some food. Oh, maybe not. I hope you're okay, mate. Give me a barrel. Give me a code lock. Give me a code... Oh, fucking gun. Right, we're off to get a barrel. Not the... Yeah, the RV. Where we left it. And the home's up there. And I realise I'm cold. And I need to go and get the barrel because I found so much fucking loot. Bloody game. Yeah, so as I was saying, Stalker 2 came out with a massive patch today. 125, 130 gig patch. With lots and lots and lots and lots of fixes and the beginning of A-Life working, which is what we've all been waiting for. Because the problems they had was getting it to optimise due to CPU failures, because CPUs aren't good enough yet, realistically. Or that's not fair. Some CPUs are, but because you want to make the game work over as many different CPUs as possible, sometimes trying to optimise stuff to work with the lower end is really, really difficult. Because if you only make it work with the high end, you'll never sell enough copies to warrant it. I can't believe we're running to go and pick up a Hello Kitty bloody barrel. How's my footwear? Pretty good. So we'll be logging out in about 12 minutes, guys, so I can go up and have some food, and then I'll be back on later to continue. But I don't know when. I've already checked the castle. Now, this goblin's not living in a castle, this wight. This wight, I'm living in a cardboard box. No, I'm living in a brown garage shed thing. But we are 2 code locks in, which is good. We built one last night and we built one on stream this morning. So we've got an airlock, which is what I wanted. 3 code locks to do, base finished. Code lock part of the base finished. Base won't be finished at that point. Then I can start building a lighthouse. We can go up 100 meters. So 10 stories up, big bloody window on the top, a couple of good sniper rifles. That's what I'm thinking. Right then, the long walk. I hear you, Mr. Chicken. I do hear you. We do need a fire soon. We're getting to the point now where we can get about an hour and 20 before we need to have a fire. Because our clothing's getting better. So, that's better than the 20 minutes when you first spawn in. But if we get this home, this will become food, meds and fire lighting barrel. Because we've got base building then, we've got weapons, we've got an ammo box for ammo. long walk. It's what they used to call Felix. Guys that did bomb disposal, ATO. Felix the cat out in Ireland. It was known as the long walk. The walk from the command post to the explosives. Had my own version of it once. I threw on a grenade range. I threw a grenade and it went off as a blind, so it didn't go off. And under military rules, you then have to go and you have to identify your grenade so it can be blown using PE. And we walked down the hill. My officer that was running the range grabbed the PE, and we were walking back up the hill, and it blew. If we'd been a bit quicker, I wouldn't be here today. In real terms. Luckily, it was a long way down the hill. Because crawling out to a grenade and it blowing up wouldn't have been I probably wouldn't have stood a chance. And in those days we didn't wear body armour. Helmet on, but no body armour. When I was a young goblin that wore camouflage for a living. But hey, I survived. Right, we're going to walk this home. We're going to have a fire. We're going to have some food. Because we've got some MREs on us and such like. And we're going to sort these out. So when we come back in this evening, we can just do a run. Because we need to push north. We need to start thinking about better quality loot. And I've done enough barrel walking today. Second barrel we've walked home. At least the first we found in the town. We're going to need one more barrel at some point though for a clothing barrel. It's going to have to happen. And then a last barrel which will be for stuff to go to the trader to sell. So that is needed at some point. So 2 more barrels are needed, just not today. It's a bloody boring walk. 540 something metre. There we go. But there's a barrel in there. Bim ba-dim ba-dim. Dim ba-dim ba-dim. Bloody long walk. Okay, Chuckles. I'm not allowed on forklifts. There was an incident. I'll tell you about it later, if you remind me. Nearly home. Then we'll have a fire, cook this lamb that we've been carrying for the last hour, do a bit of base sorting, and then we will log out and have some real world food. And then I'll be back on later when we will attempt to push further in the map. We need to get some more mags for the AK. We could do with a secondary weapon. I'm tempted to leave the AK at home and just take out the 12 gauge. Or take the mini 12 gauge out because I've got a sawn off. Bloody unicorn. Home sweet home. Nice Union flag flying above it. Right then. So that's ammo. That's base building. Kitchen is going to be here. No, because if we get raided, yeah, if we get raided, they're going to steal everything anyway. So kitchen's here, so they might blow the stores. And then the cooker is there. Right then, so that can come out. That can come out, that can come out, that can come out. I say again, that can come out. Rags can come out. Paper, maps, radios, first aid, NBC, food. It's rope, that's base building. Hook is food. Food, meds, radio. Good. Right. So, let's close the fire barrel and sort some of this out. Make sure there's nothing in it. Good. That one needs to go with me. As does that. That could do with being stored somewhere. Not doing there for the moment. Okay, so that's that pretty much sorted. That's good. So now we're going to need to have a fire. Or do we now? I think what I'll do is I'm going to log out now, guys. When I come back, and I'll have a fire and eat before we go out on our adventure. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the 5 memberships we had today. Thanks for the interaction. Thanks for the chat. Remember, if you have